There are some truck drivers that just want the information from the thumbnail in the video, so let me give you that right now. FedEx Freight is closing 7 service centers nationwide in 2024. 7 service center locations: Cedar Ridge, Illinois; London, Kentucky; Canova, West Virginia; Mount Vernon, Illinois; Wilmer, Minnesota; Yuma, Arizona; Zanesville, Ohio. So how is the LTL business? We're going to get into that today in this segment. That is the meat and potatoes right there for the people that just want to know exactly what's going on in the thumbnail. I had a lot of truck drivers send me information about this, and I thought this was great. This comes out of Idaho. It says that they amend the regulations to allow truckers to idle. The law, taking effect soon in Idaho, will allow truckers to idle while hauling a refrigerated, perishable load. House Bill 533, authored by Rep. Clay Handy, will go into effect on July 1st after being signed into law in March by Idaho Governor Brad Little. The new law amends existing regulations related to the vehicle's mufflers. So before, they had a problem with this, but they understand that truck drivers got to leave their trucks on because not everybody has APU, right? It says under the new law, truckers may allow their vehicles to idle for the purpose of using the vehicle's heating or air conditioning system as long as the driver is parked for the purposes of resting or sleeping. So Idaho, all I gotta say is good for you guys. This is definitely some good news here. I mean, we need some good for a change, and this one just makes sense. So what's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. A lot of truck drivers asked for some good news. I'm here to tell you that, when I did that interview about the truck driver that had his own equipment, there was so many comments down below that said, Alex, there's a lot of us out here that are doing well. We just don't want to go on your show and tell you where we're working, because if we do, then that lane just won't be doing great anymore.
Why tanker game?
Man, tanker, I've always wanted to pull a tank full time. And about 1.5 years ago, I got that opportunity to go ahead and pull tank full time, man. And we haul chemicals and non-haz chemicals, and now we even do food grade. So I bought my own food grade tank, and man, we
That's yours?
go. Yes.
How much is one of those?
I paid $103 for it, $103K.
Man.
Yeah.
It's not cheap to get into this game.
No, not at all.
So you're
not
like a full owner operator.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Man,
sir.
congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Truck paid off?
Truck's paid for, yes.
What
yes.
kind of truck we working with?
We got a Freightliner Classic SL, man.
Man, that's a lot of people, especially in Florida.
Yeah.
Man, the classics.
Yeah, a
So
lot
what
of
made
people
you
like
go
it.
with the classic?
Well, at the time, it was what I could afford at the time,
I'm here to tell you that there are a lot of truck drivers that are doing well, and this channel is really just to share information. There's no good news, there's no bad news. What it comes out to is just information about trucker economy and just talking about things and where they're at and what companies are doing and how you can prepare for your future, right? I have a lot of friends personally that are still doing very well in trucking. But for us to paint the picture that everybody's making money hand over fist, that would just be a lie, right? And so FedEx has been in the news. We know about the news information that recently just happened. A tornado hit one of their facilities. And who knows when they're going to jump back up. But we do know that all the employees were accounted for. And so if you'd like to watch that video, that'll be linked down below. So FedEx Freight states, and this is according to FreightWaves, that they are closing 7 service centers nationwide in 2024, right? Now, again, nothing to be scared about, but the company says closure represents around 1% of its overall door count. So very small percentage here. It says FedEx Freight, the less than truckload unit of FedEx Corp, confirmed Tuesday that it is closing 7 service centers across the U.S. this year as the division continues to make alignments to its freight network. Quote unquote, as the less than truckload industry evolves at FedEx, we are continuing to adapt our freight network to meet forecasted demand and make adjustments that align with the evolving needs of the business, a FedEx spokesperson told FreightWaves. So it says the 7 facilities to be closed later this year represents approximately 1%, like we talked about, of FedEx Freight's overall door count, and some team members will be offered opportunities at nearby FedEx locations. So no specific dates were given for closure. Here are a couple of places that they state out of the 7 service centers: Cedar Ridge, Illinois; London, Kentucky; Canova, West Virginia; Mount Vernon, Illinois; Wilmer, Minnesota; Yuma, Arizona; and Zanesville, Ohio. Quote unquote, decisions of this nature are never made lightly and are the result of much thought and consideration for the needs of our business. We remain committed to expanding where the volume is and forecasted to grow, the spokesperson said. So, Mutha Truckers, for the ones that work at FedEx, let me know, what's going on here. Are things slowing down? If you work the LTL business, please let me know. What is the trucker economy looking like for the LTL drivers out there? If you're wondering about the information about the tornado that touched down, here's that information here. A tornado touched down. It pretty much destroyed this FedEx facility, right? And so I just want to give you information from FedEx themselves. It says, our thoughts are with those affected by the tornado in Portage, Michigan, and we are grateful for there were no serious injuries resulting from damage to our facility at 6701 Portage Road. We continue to assess the damage, and we are implementing contingency plans to lessen any potential impacts on service. Customers with questions about their shipments can check FedEx.com for updates. So, it says right here, now this is, 5:03 Eastern, but it depends on when you read this, right? It says here that there was a substantial amount of damage, but besides that, they're stating that at this time, all employees have been accounted for and no casualties have been reported at this time. Truckers, anyone that's in the city of Portage, please let me know and tell me how this is affecting you right now. And, just prayers for everyone out there.
Coming to the city of Portage, I wish it was for different reasons. Basically, our focus today was to take chaos and to bring calmness. It was about assessing the damages that were inflicted on Portage last evening. We are very grateful and feel blessed that there were absolutely no fatalities, and the 8 people that went to the hospital, it was for minor injuries. We do have over 100 families that have been removed from their houses as we've gone door to door and found that the damage is so extensive that people can no longer live there. We are trying to address those needs, and we encourage anyone to call 211 to seek immediate housing. We have 2 churches in Portage that are not at capacity that are willing to house people, and we also have the Portage Zhang Senior Center, which we are willing to open our doors as well. Tomorrow, we are praying for a return to power. We have many traffic lights that are not working because there are simply no power, and we have 5 others that are damaged. That will help the flow of traffic. We are also going to focus on removing large tree debris. We have got them off the roads, but they are piled high in many neighborhoods. So for safety and visibility, our crews will be removing this lumber. We ask that you separate any building materials that you have from the natural debris, because ultimately they will be ground up and made into wood chips. The only park that we have closed is our true gem, which is Celery Flats. A lot of this is due to damage to the buildings from the large falling trees. We will be working at that, as well as making sure all of our trails are open for the public to relax and to enjoy the nature as we proceed with our healing. We've had many people want to volunteer to help. We were very concerned today with any organized effort of volunteers because we did not know how many power lines were active and we didn't know how many gas leaks were out there. So immediately after this press conference, there will be a Facebook post and media post that will tell you how you and your organization might come to help the aid in a more organized way. We are grateful for the businesses that have supported our entire public safety with food and water for today and all of last night. We also have people that may have finances that they would like to contribute to this rebuilding effort. And the Kalamazoo Foundation has graciously offered to set up a fund dedicated solely for this purpose. And again, that will be posted on our Facebook immediately following this press conference. I would like to thank everyone who has reached out to myself and to the citizens of Portage from across the world. It means a tremendous amount. I would like to thank the Sheriff's Office in the county, as well as Kalamazoo City Police Force, MDOT, Vicksburg, and every single fire department in our county came to our aid last night, not really knowing if we were going to have fires that we would need assistance with, in addition to Van Buren County and Battle Creek, or Mattawan and Van Buren, that's where I'm from, and Battle Creek. They also sent fire units. So we are grateful for the outpouring of support to our community and to our citizens. And again, we thank you for helping raise this issue in the eyes of the public. Thank you.